This Kendrick and Game beef has really exploded over the last couple of days, and it just keeps getting worse as the days go by. In previous videos, we discussed how Game is upset at Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar won't hop on the phone with him and tell him the issues that Kendrick Lamar has with him.
This too, another thing, there's some insight, and I'm gonna say why you on the thing. There's some insight. You know, Dot don't get on the phone with everybody, man. He don't talk to. This what y'all got to understand about Kendrick Lamar. He is not talking to everybody. He talked to Glasses. He's a very few small people that he'll get on the phone with. I think that was another thing that Game had an issue with. He couldn't get Kendrick on the phone, and I'm trying to explain. He's like, man, why won't he just talk to me? You know, I'm just like, my nigga, like, hey, man. And I'm explaining to this. Everybody ain't the same. I remember having a conversation with Kendrick about that phone and just talking. He's like, that's his vice.
There's a few middlemen between Kendrick Lamar and the Game, and those middlemen, I think they did a really great job at kind of,
you know, certain little shit that the Game do, it you know, it's not good for optics, bro. I'll say, bro. I fuck with Chuck though, bro. On mamas, bro.
keeping the temperatures down. Because they knew if they tell Game, yo, Kendrick Lamar don't really rock with you, bro, that's why he's not gonna hop on the phone, Game would have probably dropped 1,000 diss tracks, right? So they're telling Game, yo, bro, Kendrick don't got a problem with you, bro. That's just how he finds his peace. He only talks to a few people. Chill, relax. It's not until Top Dog called into their podcast, called into Stackwell's podcast, where he tells Stackwell, man, listen, man, let's stop the pretending, right? Kendrick don't rock with Game. He's not hopping on the phone with Game because Game did some sucker stuff.
Lynn says, Stat, we're rooting for you. Hope you're not in trouble. That's funny. Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, you're back. Okay. Everything good? How'd that go?
You know, let me tell y'all what that call was about. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So let me go to the chat. Make sure there's some people in here. Let me tell y'all what that call was about. That call was about.
If I had to take a guess, bro, what the Game did, it's little shit like bringing Drake to Compton, bro. Come on, bro.
Top was calling me to tell me that when these clips come out, we got to tell the whole. He said, I know you telling the whole story, but you got to tell. It got to be in the clip of the whole story. Because he want everybody to understand Dot didn't just stop talking to him for no reason. After that video that dude shot in Compton, that changed everything.
The 100 video.
The 100 video. And you know, I had spoke about that and remember I said that I told Wack and Game about that. And Top thing is like, hey, that gotta be it don't need to be perceived that Dot just stopped talking to Kendrick out of nowhere. I mean, Kendrick stopped talking the Game out of nowhere. Right. That was the thing that, you know what I'm saying, that did it. And he reminded me that some of the younger guys, when they shot that J-Rock video, they went over to Game's house to do that part. And Game when he put that mask on, he said that the label or somebody said
hey, bro, and I'm so left coast, right? I understand that, bro. That shit don't look right, bro. It don't feel right or nothing, bro. You ride with the home team, bro. Always, bro. Forever, bro.
And show his face. But 2 weeks later, he did a Hurricane Chris video.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So right. These are the things that Top is reminding me on the phone.
If you take a closer look at the lyrics that the Game allowed for Drake to perform in Compton, you kind of understand where Kendrick Lamar may have a problem with this. Now, this went over a lot of people's head, including my head, because this song is from 2015. A lot of us don't remember all the disses from this song. But if you look at this particular line right here, where Drake says, I would have all your fans talking to Kendrick if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious stuff. I would have so many more friends if I lost my success and my confidence. I'm in the club every time that they play the competition, which is Kendrick Lamar, if they even play the competition and I seen the response they get. Yeah, nobody even hearing it. You'll hear a little later where Game's team is saying, yo, Game didn't know that Drake was dissing Kendrick Lamar. He didn't know they had beef, which I do think is kind of impossible because the Control verse dropped in 2013. Drake went on, I think, radio, or he did an interview with Elliot Wilson where he's dissing Kendrick.
I'm going to keep it real, bro. I didn't know Drake and Kendrick beef go back hella far, bro. But it could be different for the Game, bro. You right there, bro.
Kendrick Lamar, right? And making it very well known he don't like Kendrick Lamar. So that beef was publicized. Maybe the Game didn't know, like, I don't know. But from Kendrick Lamar's perspective, you brought this dude to my city, you know, where I'm from. He dissed me on the song He Got With You. yeah, bro, I don't rock with you. So you do kind of understand both sides, especially if we're believing that Game, quote unquote,
See, that's what you call throwing rocks and hiding your hand, bro. Like, bro, why you don't fuck with me, bro? You brought that to the biddy, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
you know, that's still not an excuse from Kendrick Lamar's perspective. He still did it. He still got the one up because you allowed him to get the one up. Well, the Game contacted Stat Quo after seeing that particular clip go viral where Top Dog is calling in and telling Stat, this is why Kendrick Lamar don't like the Game. Well, the Game also had a message that he wanted Stat Quo to disseminate to the public.
But he said when Kendrick did Power, and no, this is what he said. When Kendrick did Power, and they knew that 50 Cent was his arch nemesis, he didn't feel away. He felt like he enjoyed it. So he's like, I didn't care that Kendrick did Power.
I understand what Game was trying to say, but clearly the Game missed the mark because anybody can see that there's a clear difference between Game doing a verse with Drake that dissed Kendrick Lamar in Compton in 2015 and Kendrick Lamar doing a TV show that 50 Cent executive produced in 2018. Game and 50 Cent rap beef was 2005. Okay, 50 Cent probably ain't dropped an album, in like 10, 15 years or so? So Kendrick Lamar doing a TV show in 2018, 13 years removed from this Game and 50 Cent beef, is a little different than Game doing a verse with Drake and Compton in 2015 in the middle of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Those two things are not even comparable. Like, those two things are not even in the same realm. But I understand what Game is trying to say, but come on, bro. Like, you got to be honest with yourself, bro. Kendrick doing a TV show in 2018 when you and 50 Cent rap beef was in 2005 ain't the same as you doing a song with Drake dissing Kendrick Lamar in 2015 when
Bringing him to the biddy, bro. That ain't, yeah, that shit don't compare, bro. You feel me? And I'm sure Kendrick wasn't even looking at it like that, bro. Like, oh, nigga, I'm about to do this like game. See, when you bring that up, it let it know you really did that to Slight Dot, bro. Really brought that nigga through, nigga.
rap beef kicked off in 2013. Also, how can Game be mad at Kendrick Lamar for doing Power in 2018 when Game and 50 Cent, quote unquote, squashed their issues or squashed their beef in 2016? And from the way the situation was reported, the Game was the one who initiated their issues being squashed when they were in the same club.
A massive, massive peace summit went down in Los Angeles.
Israel and
no, that's next week. We're going to get them together next week. But this week, the Game and 50 Cent officially buried the hatchet. They are done. Wait, am I supposed to say that?
Yeah, you can say that. It's good.
I can?
well, they're done this week,
I don't know. Yeah, they are. I mean, look, before they've said that they're gonna make up,
and they always do, and then they don't.
and they don't. But this time, I really believe it's true because
Why? Because they did it in a strip club?
yeah, exactly. They got together in the VIP at Ace of Diamonds. What more do you need to know? That's it.
So you mean to tell me you squashed the beef with Blood already, right? Then you try to act like you mad at another nigga for with him. But this shit be like really like.
It's completely officially squashed. We saw them back, I think it was in March. They were both at Playhouse, but we didn't see them actually together like this.
Is that a hug? I can't tell.
Yeah, they're hugging it out. They're,
That's him whispering in his ear, like, hey, bro, you know what? It's tricky between us, but guess what? We need to class the whole situation. It's been 12 years, and I'm tired of it being, like, super heated, and us keep on getting back and forth at each other. Let's be BFFs now, hugging, just do that type of thing.
I don't know if they used the term BFF.
Yeah, I don't think
doubt.
Hey, I forgot about her, bro. Where's she been at, bro? She was the only reason I watched TMZ, bro. Nah, I'm playing, bro. I fucks with her though.
That came out of from what I know of 50 now, who was here hosting the other TMZ on TV. You know, while you were gone.
I hear he was great, by the way.
Yeah, he was. He was really entertaining. And then a few hours after this, he decided, you know what?
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna go hash things out.
He used my cup. He's got my cup?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to use my cup.
Oh gosh. Really?
Well, that's my thing.
What do you mean it's your thing?
I'm kidding. I like his color
Yeah.
better than mine. Mm-hmm. I mean the cup.
The cup. Right. So
Really, Harvey?
we are. That was so messed
That's a good
up.
one.
Hey, so listen. Aside from the them getting together, their Game actually got up in the club, grabbed the mic, and addressed everything that had happened in the past, and talked about why they're moving forward.
Everybody in this, you know what it is. I'm pretty sure you can see Game and 50 in the club. It's all good.
Hey, it's fake moving forward, bro. Cause the Game caught Fifth slipping in the club in LA, bro. Got a peace treat in LA, bro. Like, yup, it's good. You by yourself type shit.
I gotta pick this side or that side. I feel no certain way. I'm 50. What happened? That was 12 years ago. You know what it is. 50. We 100. You know what it is.
Okay.
So if you squash the beef with somebody in 2016 and then in 2018 I'll work with them, you can't come back in 2026 when I tell you, hey, I don't rock with you because you did this with my op and say, well, no, well, you work with my op in 2018. No, hold on, bro. You squashed the beef with that quote unquote op in 2016. I'll work with the op after you squash the beef with them. So our situations ain't the same at all. And even if Game and 50 didn't squash that beef, Game did the thing with Drake in 2015. So if Kendrick Lamar worked with 50 Cent in 2018, Game had already did some transgressions to Kendrick Lamar that he wasn't feeling Game. So either way, I don't think Game can really compare the two.
The only thing I can think of, bro, is the Game didn't take 50 Cent as being sincere that night in the club, right? So he like, it's back on or whatever type shit. He really still secretly funking with 50 type shit. And he expect to just read his mind, bro, and know that, bro. And not with Fifth, bro. Come on, nigga, y'all squashed it in the public.
It's completely different.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But that's what he said. You know, another thing that he wanted me to put out here, since I'm going down, the hoodie that he wore in the J-Rock video, the reason he zipped it up is because he got $10,000 to wear it. So that's why he was wearing that shirt. So everybody that held that grudge from him, he got paid money to wear the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? The third thing, because I talked about the verses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, you know me. I'm like, bro, you didn't set up One Blood. You didn't do these. He's like, you don't understand that. If, let's say I got up there and it would just turn into something else and I just was myself and start just totally disrespecting YG. He said that would have caused something, a ripple effect outside of that event. He said it was about brotherhood coming together and falling back from where I was in order for us.
But you know, just these conversations, bro, show you how fragile the gangbang ego is, right? Imagine if everybody, the whole B team was just locked in, bro, and good, bro. And the C team, bro. C team really B team, bro, because we all so-called black, bro. But it would just imagine if everybody was pushing together, bro.
To have a great moment. And I'm like, I straight up told him, I said, well, I feel like some of the people that are owners of that entity are not big fans of you. So I felt like it was a way. He's like, well, fuck it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama told me to do it. And it was a good look for the Pyrus and Bloods all in Los Angeles and around the world that seen that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, and the fourth thing is, niggas can't with them lyrically. Just period. And he said, all the motherfuckers, when people talk about lists and he not on the list, but he went up against Jay-Z. He went up against this one. He went up against that one, and he's still here. He's still here rapping, walking around, running his miles, living his life, lifting weights, living and breathing and eating good food. So those are the four things that he definitely wanted me to convey. He said, you see how we getting on the phone and we talking? He said that's all he ever wanted when it came to Dot. And I said, this was my rebuttal. I said, hey, well, the video shoot, he felt the way about that. He said, well, if I held grudges, like niggas held grudges against me, where would the West Coast be? He's like, there was a time where I was the only out here. So if I was like that, when trying to do what they was doing, where would we be? Where would we all be?
What I gather from the Game's clapback, he just want to be friends with Kendrick Lamar, man. He just want to.
Right. But you come across as hella fake, bro. I'm not, I fuck with the Game, bro. He seemed like a cool, he like a people person type shit, which you know what they say, bro. A friend of everybody is a friend of no one, bro. Type shit, but. Bro, it's good. But
be homies, man. He just want to be a part of the circle, man. He just want to be one of the guys again, man. Because right now it feels like with him and Kendrick Lamar not being, what I seen eye to eye, or Kendrick Lamar not really rocking with him, it feels like everybody else is picking a side. It feels like people kind of feel like, yo, Kendrick got the torch right now. He's the guy. I can't really be too close to the game. I can't really be like too fond of the game because Kendrick Lamar might group us all in the same category and then forget about us too. So it feels like people kind of, I rock with you, game.
Then somebody would value that relationship a little bit more, bro. Somebody who like is selective, right? Yeah, nigga, I value my time, my conversation and time. Nigga, you can't just contact me, bro. Type shit, nigga. Especially once I deem you as all bad or whatever.
But because I gotta still be close to Kendrick Lamar. And it just feels like, yo, Game just want to be accepted because he even left the Instagram comment where he kind of expressed that, man, like, bruh, like, what's going on, man? Like, I can't catch a break. Like, what am I doing? Game genuinely don't understand why bygones can't be bygones and they just can't go back to being cool. If Kendrick Lamar had a problem with Game before this, he certainly don't rock with Game after this, because this comment kind of seemed like a threat. It kind of seemed like a threat to, hey, I'm going to expose you or I'm going to drop 1,000 diss tracks on you. So Game writes, at least one ninja get it. Fans and internet goofies would never get it. These ninjas aren't who you think they are. One day I'm going to pull the curtain down so you can see every clown in a circus. This was a comment under a post where somebody is reacting to this Kendrick Lamar and Game beef, and they're taking Game side on this issue. So this is Game responding back to it. I honestly think that's not gonna help because that's being perceived as kind of like a threat. Hey, bro, be my friend or else I'm gonna expose you. But that's like the strongest response that Game has given during this entire situation, right? All the other responses, all the other attempts just kind of feels like begging for acceptance. And people have been calling Game out on it. I think Academics did a live stream where Academics is pointing out that Game was his favorite rapper at some point because of Game's attitude and behavior of he don't give.
See, Game, bro, he talented, he get hoes, he swole. Niggas be hating on niggas like that, bro. Who like one man, you know, he a one-man army type shit, bro. But certain little shit he do make it easy, bro. You get these weird-ass niggas, I'm not saying act weird, but just, like, people from the outside looking in, bro, be having a lot of misconceptions about shit, bro. About the West in particular, bro. It's like, hold on, bro.
Now he feels like Game is like a skeleton of himself because Game is like yearning for this affection and love from Kendrick Lamar. And, you know, it just don't come across as Game-like, and it comes across as weak.
And everybody knows before Drake was my favorite rapper, you were my favorite rapper. 100%. You were my favorite rapper from like 2005 to like 2008. 100%. Okay? I you. But I gotta be honest with you. You have always had this syndrome about you where you seek acceptance from the people who clearly don't with you. You did it with Dr. Dre. My nigga, you named your second album Doctor's Advocate after he made it clear that he was choosing.
You know, I'm gonna end it right there, bro. Act got some points, bro. Shout out Act, bro. Yeah, man, y'all niggas let me know what y'all think. We on to the next one, bro. What y'all think about the Game, bro? You think he be trying too hard when he don't even got to, bro? But, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. We all here for each other type shit, bro. So when I'm like, oh, you just want to be liked, and nigga, who don't want to be liked?
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho.